Welcome back to the Crypto's Key Conversation. We're going to quickly jump into CoinGecko here and take a look at the market. So as of today, we're sitting at a $2.18 trillion market cap. Yesterday, we were sitting over 2.2. Coming down here, we're seeing a little bit more red. Yesterday, we was nothing but green. Nothing too notable. Bitcoin sitting at 43.4. Ethereum's at 3,300. Binance Coin at 478. Tether's Tether. Solana sitting at 154. Cardano sitting at $1.28. XRP is sitting at a whopping 78 cents. Was over 80 cents yesterday. Terra sitting at 82. Polkadot is sitting at 26.70. And as we just come down here, we see that there's some red and some green kind of splitting off in here. Definitely looking better than we've seen in the past few weeks with all the red we've seen. So coming over to the Twitterverse, the Bearable Bull posted, the past few days have been massive. Powell says report on digital currency is ready and stablecoin CBDCs can coexist. Ripple and SEC both delay case for a month. Tom Emmer proposes bill to ban Fed from having a China-like CBDC. Something big is brewing, and I like it. So we covered a lot of this yesterday on our videos, but I just wanted to kind of recap that because it's going to tailor into kind of what we're going through right now. With Bank XRP posted this, breaking. Ripple's legal team sees value in the COVID-related delay of the SEC's XRP case. They want to grill witnesses for the entire 7-hour deposition, limit in person as opposed to via Zoom, where it's less effective. So there's some conversation yesterday about the limitations, conducting these 7-hour depositions via Zoom, due to Wi-Fi, lack of communication, font issues. So obviously both sides saw value in kind of pushing and extending the expert discovery deadline to February 28th. So we're going to come through here and see what they have to say in this video.
4% to its value over just the last 24 hours on news that proceedings in the Securities and Exchange Commission versus Ripple case will have to be pushed back now a month due to the spread of new COVID infections. To Charlie Gasparino with the latest breaking developments in the
we
case.
should point out this
is
is
unbelievable.
This is a Fox Business report that moved that from Ellie Terrett, my producer, and I've been posting some stuff more recently. Our reporting has moved XRP. Here's what we know about this case. We were just asking simple questions. Where is it? People thought, early this year there would be some movement in the Ripple case versus the SEC. The SEC suing Ripple, the big technology company, over its XRP cryptocurrency, saying it's really a security that needs to be registered with the SEC. Ripple says no way, we're no different than Ethereum and Bitcoin. And this thing is going to be hashed out in court. It's probably the biggest crypto case out there. It's going to set the stage for SEC enforcement going forward, how much authority they have versus the CFTC. So keep an eye on this. But we were just asking simple questions, Lizzie. Where the hell is it? It's okay, into January. Where's the movement? We found out there was really no movement, and then we did a little digging. And here's what Ellie essentially came up with. Both the SEC and Ripple are asking the judge in this case, a Judge Torres, a federal judge, to delay the case amid the COVID surge. They are having a hard time getting all the witnesses, and there's about 8 left of the 16 they want to depose, and they want them to depose them face to face. It's very hard to do this over Zoom because these things could last 7 hours. There's a 7-hour limit. So in order to really get to the bottom of of a deposition, you kind of got to go back and forth. And because of the COVID surge, it's hard to do that right now. And they don't want to do it via Zoom. And it's both sides saying, yeah, please delay this. I think the deadline for depositions was this week. I know. It's now been delayed, or they both asked the judge to delay it to February 28th. We'll see what the judge says. Usually when both sides ask for a delay, they say okay, and you'll delay the thing to February 28th. Again, they want to do all 16, not just that they'll get the 8 done this week. That I think the initial 8 will be done this week, but they got to do 16, and that's why the February 28th date is imperative for both sides. And here's another interesting side note. There's a lot of little news.
So yeah, like I said in yesterday's video, to touch on that, at first, you have the frustrations with more delays, more extensions, but overall, as long as things are done right, and obviously if Ripple finds taking this approach valuable and strengthening their position in this case, then I'm all for it, because at the end of the day, just like you guys out there, my wife and I have been accumulating since 2017, heavily invested in XRP, and we need the regulatory clarity that we need, and Ripple needs it, so this thing can grow and expand and flourish and make the impact on the world that it's set out to do. So without that clarity, we're just going to be sitting here stagnant and constantly being suppressed. So if they see value in it, I'm all for them, doing what they have to do to make this thing right, to get the results that we need.
Is on Ripple today in this case. Ripple's request for privileged SEC documents, their internal discussions and documents, emails about what they were saying about XRP versus Ethereum, why Ethereum was given a break and not XRP. The judge is going to rule on Ripple's request to get those documents. If those documents become public, Liz, exactly why XRP, because part of the case here for XRP and Ripple, why are you holding us, in their words, to a different standard than Ethereum? I know we did certain things. They did almost the same stuff in terms of creating the Ether, the ETH, right? Their cryptocurrency. Mm-hmm. They did an offering, essentially, a digital offering to fund their platform. That's an issue. That's what you're dinging us for, doing it, selling our XRP to fund our platform, and they're thus making it a security. If it's a security, it needs to be registered with the SEC. Ripple, as you know, has not done that. Ethereum has not done that. And of course, the Bitcoin people, whoever they are, whoever created Bitcoin didn't do it back in the day.
So overall, obviously it isn't a level playing field. And, DAI talks about it all the time. America's about, being competitive, being innovative, business and entrepreneurs, and just, this success of our economy. So whenever you have, it truly seems like it. And whenever you have, our government officials, our SEC, and it seems like they're picking winners and losers, trying to get certain people through the door and then slamming the door shut on other people, other companies. For instance, Ripple and its XRP utility token. That's a problem, especially when you have, thousands and thousands of, everyday investors like myself, retail investors, investing into the project. When the lawsuit hit, and Jay Clayton dropped a lawsuit on Ripple and XRP holders, the market cap for XRP dropped billions of dollars. So they literally directly and indirectly affected the so-called investors that they set out to protect as the SEC. We, as everyday investors, as investors from the United States, work our butts off to earn our money, pay our taxes to put those members of government in the SEC into their positions to fund their life, to, fund their seat and fund everything that they have as our representatives. So if your sole purpose and the reason why your job is there to protect us, then what are you doing here? All you did was hurt and hinder us this entire time. So next up, we're coming over here to John Deaton. This is the attorney that's leading the charge when it comes to the class action lawsuit against the SEC. Over 60,000 members in this class action lawsuit. So he's responding to Mickle Market's post here. He says, critical question. We need to be asking attorney Jeremy One and John Deaton right now. So Jeremy Hogan is the other one that's been vital in the legal aspect and kind of keeping the XRP community and crypto space informed on what's going on with the SEC versus Ripple case. If Congress passes a law giving clarity to XRP, what is the impact of Ripple and the SEC still be in discovery versus discovery being over? So John Deaton says Congress could pass a law effectively ending the lawsuit. The chances of a bill passing the House and the Senate this calendar year is slim to none. I hope I'm proven wrong. I doubt they can even get a vote on the floor. It's why we must get rid of all the anti-crypto politicians. Anyone that's going to step in the way and not fairly, try to understand this space and understand what, the possibilities are, and they have some sort of personal agenda and vendetta against this space, then yeah, you definitely need to go. Think about it. Back in when the internet, started and before it became a thing, like what if those anti-internet, people in the world had, or in our people in position of power, what if they had all the influence and they literally put a roadblock and put a stop to the internet? Like, where would we be today? Will we have our Amazons and our Apples and our Teslas and our Googles? Like, how would that have impacted our lives? Where would we be at today if that was a thing? Seeing the impact that crypto has been making, not only in the US, around the world, changing people's lives. And you have other people in other countries that, are working and can barely sustain a life, but then they come in and play to earn games in the crypto space, and they're living a great life compared to what they had. Like, there's so much that's going on in this crypto space, and this is it's in its infancy stage. It's so early. They compare this asset class to the S&P and other asset classes, and in the grand scheme of things, the crypto space is so minute compared to the other ones. There was a tweet from Kathy Wood from ARK Invest that she was saying in 2030, the crypto space is going to be worth $40 trillion. I mean, that is literally a 20x from where we're at today. So with all that being said, who knows where the crypto space is going to be from that time? I mean, think about the growth from the inception of Bitcoin to where we're at now, how much growth has happened. So for the SEC to be picking, winners and losers and hindering certain projects, all it does is it totally affects the entire space in general. And the SEC versus Ripple case is truly going to set precedent for this space. If SEC wins, who knows who else they're going to come after? When they're operating on enforcement and they're trying to, keep people and businesses and these projects from, developing, that only affects the crypto space in general. So we need Ripple to win this case so we can set precedent and set a standard and have clarity in the market. So these blockchain, companies know how to operate moving forward within, the legal bounds. With that being said, you have a lot of money sitting on the sideline, a lot of people, a lot of employees sitting on the sideline waiting for some clarity. So when it does happen, they can all come in. All that money comes into the market. You have more, employees coming in to work for these, these blockchain companies. With all that happening, all that does is compound and multiply on itself, because you have faster development with more employees, and then you have more money into the market, more money cycling through the market. So this Ripple versus SEC case is vital, and we need Ripple to win. Last tweet here from Johnny Dean I wanted to put up. He was responding with these emojis from Scott Chamberlain. Imagine a football game where the new umpire says the way you've played the game for the last 7 years was illegal. The old rules were just the previous umpire's personal opinions, and the new rules are contained in a secret blank book he plans to rewrite after each court case. He says 100. It's sickening to see how this so-called game is being played. How these people in position of power that are supposed to be out for the investors are truly affecting the growth, prosperity, and development of this space and our own investments. All in all, I just wanted to come on here and touch on kind of what I've been seeing today. Just looking back, let's go ahead and refresh CoinGecko here. So we're still sitting at a 2.18, no movement. Look, we're sitting at a 2.18. According to ARK Invest, by 2030, this will be 40 trillion. Honestly, who knows? It can be a lot more than 40 trillion. This is just the beginning. Hey, I want to appreciate you guys for being here. With all that being said, stay strong out there. Be safe.